Okay, we back at it again. Welcome to AKS 54. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so on this one, it's the fundamental theorem of algebra. So this is talking about, for instance, if my leading coefficient has an exponent of 3, I'm going to have 3 solutions. That's really what the fundamental theorem of algebra is actually stating. So with that being said, this is asking how many real solutions we have and how many total roots we have. So if it's a real solution, it's going to cross the x-axis. So if it's a real solution, it's going to cross the x-axis. Okay, it's going to touch the x-axis at some point. Okay. All right, so I'm at least going to have one real solution. So I can cancel out D and E automatically. Okay. All right, so then we're going to notice that we have these two terms right here. Okay, and we know that multiplicity of 2 has a bounce, right? Multiplicity of 2 has a bounce. So that means that I'm going to have two terms right here and here that are going to be roots. Okay, so I've got one that crosses the x-axis and then one right here and one right here. So how many total roots am I going to have? Let me count the dots. 1, 2, 3. So how many total solutions am I going to have? Boom. That is literally the fundamental theorem of algebra. Okay? All right, so let's try the next one. All right, it says select all the polynomials that have exactly 5 roots. Okay, so 5 roots means that I'm going to have an exponent of 5, right? Okay, so it's going to be like x to the 5th. That's what we're looking for. And so when I multiply this out, I'm going to start with answer choice A. When I multiply this out, I would have an exponent of 5, right? Okay, so this might be potentially have exactly 5 roots. Down here, if I add the exponents up, I'm going to have 7. So that's definitely not going to have exactly 5 roots, right? On C, my leading coefficient has an exponent of 3, so that's not going to help me much. So that's not going to be exactly 5 roots. D, I have an exponent of 5, so that potentially would have it, right? Might have it. On this last one, we're going to combine our like terms. So 2x to the 5th minus 2x to the 5th, that's going to cancel out, so it's not going to have an exponent of 5, so that's definitely not E. All right, so this would have real solutions at 3, -4, and -6, right? So this will cross at 3, -4, and -6, okay? This one right here, if we look at our graphs, okay, if we look at our graphs, our red one is that 4x to the 5th one. So that's going to have one solution right here, one solution right here, and one right here, right? So that's going to have 3 with potentially another one somewhere else, but I don't see it anywhere. So I'm going to say that this blue one has the 5 solutions, and this red one is also going to have that 5 solutions. Okay, so when I go back to it, it says select all that have exactly 5 roots. Boom. Okay. Cool. So those would have my roots. Boom.